Hello and welcome to another episode of Team Talk here at the beautiful Longines Arena at the Al Shaqab Stadium in Doha, Qatar. It is our second episode, and in this episode we'll take the time to get into the depth more of those new riders, new faces on the Global Champions League. Well, not all new faces in this show. We'll show you one rider that we've seen in the past, but he has made a big return yesterday. But before we get to him, let's first start with our first guest, and that is Fernando Martinez-Somer, Mexican rider who is a new member on Rome Gladiators. Gladiators, a team that come back onto the Global Champions League. But Fernando, it was your debut yesterday and a beautiful double clear. Couldn't be any better.
Thank you so much, Frederick. Yeah, I was excited. It's my first time in the Global Tour, so I'm pretty excited to be part of it.
You were here already last week. This was your debut on Global Champions League on Rome Gladiators. How did you judge the level yesterday? What was your impression?
I think the level cannot be better. I mean, the list of riders is unbelievable. So yeah, for me it's really the best level I've been into. So I'm impressed and excited at the same time.
I can actually see it in your face. You're beaming. Tell me a little bit more about yourself. What are three things that people at home watching Team Talk should know about FMS, Fernando Martinez-Somer? Because that's how I get to know you on your WhatsApp. FMS, Fernando. What should people know about you?
Well, I was living in Mexico for all my life. Then I spent a couple of years in the United States, in Wellington, New York. And then I came here, to Europe. I came 2 years ago. I started there with my partner, very good, Juan Carlos Franco. He's my partner with all the horses. So we've been building this team of horses since long time ago, 8 years ago. And now they're up in the level, and we're very excited to be in the right place in the right moment, you know.
Because you texted me with a Belgian number. Are you based in Belgium?
I was in Belgium for a year and a half, yeah. Now I'm in the Netherlands with my future wife-to-be, Marielle. So we have a place there close to Eindhoven. And we have all our horses together there in the stable. So I'm living in the Netherlands now.
Because this is a story that you have to understand, have to hear, and try to wrap your head around it. So you're Mexican, your wife is Mexican, you're getting married, but you did not know each other in Mexico. You only met here in Europe.
That's right, yeah. We met in Belgium. Yeah, I knew she was riding in Europe. She's been riding in Europe for a long time, so I knew she was there. But actually we met in Belgium a couple of years ago, and yeah, things went really good.
Apparently, because you're getting married, so beginning of April, right?
That's, yeah, 2nd of April, yeah.
Luckily, there's been a late date change on the calendar. It's now first Miami and then Mexico, so that works out well for you.
Yeah, that actually, yeah. Let's see if I get to jump Mexico or not, but I'm excited to be part of it, yeah.
Is that something that you're looking forward to Mexico? Is that an event that you've got on your roster already?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I jumped there only the 2-star. I think it's a fantastic show. The atmosphere is great. I mean, yeah, I think it's one of the best global tours. So obviously I'm Mexican, but yeah, I will always be looking forward to be part of it.
Try to describe that to the viewers, because if you ask some of these European riders, they adore the stage in Mexico. The big grass ring, but the crowd is passionate. It's loud, it's full, there's so much energy there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, to be honest, there's really good shows at the moment in Mexico, really nice facilities. And well, yeah, this is one of it. And yeah, everybody is into it, and there's a huge atmosphere and everybody's cheering for everybody. So it's really good to be part of it.
If the GCL fans want to get behind you, want to become a fan of FMS or of Fernando Martinez-Somer, what should they appreciate in you? What do you think that are your strongest qualities on a horse?
Oh, that's a difficult one. Well, first of all, I think I need to keep working to get some fans.
No, I didn't say your working points. I want to know what you're good at.
Well, yeah, I think I am very good with my horses in a way that I'm very horseman. I take a lot of care of them. I like them to be free at home always. Good in the paddock, you know, so I take a lot of time with them in daily at home. So I think my strong point is that my horses jump for me, they're happy, so they give everything in the ring, and the rest I need to really work on it.
I think you already made some fans by just describing just that. That's really important. For the rest, horses, we've talked about them. Korbakker is your number one horse. High Five jumped a great round yesterday. How deep is your string of horses? How strong are you to challenge this season?
Well, actually I have a really good string of horses at the moment. I have these two. High Five is getting into the level. I think he's almost ready to to separate from Korbacher and start doing maybe some global tours, being the first horse. And I have a couple of horses coming down there that I'm very excited. You will see them now in the season. So now I have a group of 4 horses ready to be in the mere 50 and above level. So I'm very excited for that. It's the first time I have this string of horses.
That sounds really good. Rome Gladiators sit on double clear. You're in that group of 5 teams on double clear after round 1 here in Doha. What can you tell us about tomorrow, about round 2? Are you going to make any changes? What's the plan?
Well, yeah, we're gonna see Peter now. He's gonna jump the big class with his horse. I will jump Korbacher tomorrow, and Shane will jump the same one. So we will see this afternoon what will be the team, and in my case, I will jump Korbacher for sure.
So it depends on Peter's performance whether or not he comes on.
Yeah, exactly. We will see this afternoon. We discuss it and decide for tomorrow.
All right. Fernando, thank you very much for joining us. Great to get to know you. We're looking forward to seeing the results that you put on for the rest of the season. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Freddy. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Well, that is Fernando Martinez Somer, Mexican rider, 33-year-old, based for a long time in Mexico, and then he moved out to the States and now moved to Europe. So he's truly a world traveler, as are we, of course, on the Launching Global Champions Tour, and especially on the Global Champions League. And talking about that, a man who is a world traveler, let's invite Michael Duffy in our team talk. Be careful, just to make sure, is it Michael Duffy or Michael G. Duffy?
As if one wasn't bad enough. Now we've got two on the same team. So yeah, no, I'm the original. I'm the older one. So
you're the original. He's the copy.
Exactly, he's a copycat. It was a funny story actually. Years ago, when we were both children, our parents met at a show one day, and the two of us, and they were both joking how confusing it would be one day if we rode a Nations Cup together. So that was, I don't know whether it was willpower or what, but it's happening now.
It happened. I was always told that it's like those movies. You know, Fast and the Furious 1 was great. Fast and the Furious 2 was good, but not as good. 3 was even worse, so copies aren't always better.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's like The Matrix, it's like a double take, I don't know, it's one of them things, yeah.
Hey, you're a new face, but you're not really a new face. You've been with us in the 2019 season, also on Miami Celtics. What do you remember of that season, 2019?
Yeah, we had a couple of great seasons with Monica McCourt. She's our fearless leader of the Miami Celtics, so it's great that we're back again. 19 was great. I was a bit unlucky at the start of the year. A good horse was sold, so I had 2 young horses in Egalini and Quintano. They were 9 years old, and we came out here, started the season like double clear in the team and won down in the Grand Prix, and they stepped up, and they, you know, were like old season pros. So yeah, we had a great run of it. Listen, sure, it's you know, one of the pinnacles of our sport, and you have to bring your A game. There's no doubt about that.
What is A game in your situation? Which horses can we expect from you? What strength have you got to bring to the Miami Celtics team?
What have I got? What are my strengths? I've got Zilton, who's a very good horse, and Jeff Tenhalven. They're both owned by the Gashu family of HMF Equestrian. So, you know, they're great, you know, supporters of mine, and they're great horses. So, I'd like to think I'm a bit of, you know, even though I'm quite young, I'm a few miles covered. So, you know, I think in 19 I had a 75% clear round rate in GCL. So,
were you looking at my notes?
No, that was me. I do my own as well. You see, Fred. Come prepared.
Jessica Springsteen 53%, Shane Green 42%. It's not really 75, but it is 63%.
I think you're counting the time faults. You see, I don't count them. I leave them off. But yeah, like so. You know, listen, jump any clear round is hard, but you know, to put a string of them together is what's key, and certain things make different people tick. You know, like some guys are great on Grand Prix days, and I know myself, like Nations Cups, even as a kid in ponies and young riders and all that malarkey, always made me, you know, tick. So I kind of get a buzz out of that. So now, if you can put the two together and have Grand Prix and team, then you're Peter Fredriksson.
That should be the plan, no?
Yeah, well, that's all. Listen. One day, not it.
Talking about that, good percentages. Jessica Springsteen, who was on your team in that year 2019, what do you think of your team coming forward for this 2022 season? Lots of Irish riders, strong team though.
Yeah, listen, you know, Jessica's a silver medalist now from the Olympics, and we tried to get our old stalwart Shane Breen back, but he was nicked, so he's with Rome. So we've got, listen, the Irish are we're a nation of hustlers, survivors. Like, so maybe, and sometimes you look, we're not the big fancy names, but like, Michael G, loads of experience. He's very good.
Good horses coming as well.
Good horses coming, solid rider. Anthony Condon the same, done lots of Nations Cups and always very, very solid. Young rider Richard Vogel, we should call him Richard Fitzvogel or something, but he's a good solid rider, tough, and he'll roll up his sleeves when he has to. And then you've Bertram Allen, who didn't need much explaining, but good team of triers. Yeah.
Triers, what are you going to try to achieve? What's your ambition if we're talking 2022? Did you, with the McCord family, talk about a certain level, a certain position that you aim for? How important is top 4? Is there any specific goal that you're aiming for?
Yeah, so like Helena Storman's our team manager. Like, she's a very driven team woman, and like she always said to us, box clever, your clear rounds will win, and like you saw it a little bit last night with Michael G. He did an unlucky rail on a very young horse at a great round, but if you keep knocking up those clears, and as long as you're within a fence, coming into the last day. I remember the year we won in Mexico, we were 6 faults off and ended up crawling back to win, so just by not having a team of team players and not always individually hunting, and for sure sometimes on the day, you want to get stuck in, but if you keep thinking of the team, end of the year, we were 3rd in the league one year, 4th in the league the other year when I was on it, and I think with a good plan and a good team player that we can even go better.
It sounds like you're describing yourself as maybe the underdogs, a dark horse to make it into top 4. Like you say, maybe not the biggest names, but a very young team. I think on average you've got the youngest team of all teams in this year's Global Champions League. But you sound very confident about the qualities of the team.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm a big football and rugby fan, and like you see the trouble Mourinho and all these players have managing the big egos. So we don't have that anyway. We're all very easy going and work away, work together. And Anthony Condon, for example, wasn't jumping last night, so he came out to the warm up with us and give us a hand. And yeah, it's just about having the right people around you and all singing off the same hymn sheet, I suppose is the best.
Talk to me about not about last night, about tomorrow night. What can we expect from Miami Celtics in terms of lineup? Who is going to ride which horses?
We keep the same setup. So Michael G will go first with Klitschko, who's in my opinion a superbly talented horse, but he's green, he's 9. He wouldn't have, I think his first 160 was last week, so he'll have to hold his hand a little bit just for experience wise and just give him a nice round. And then I'll go in last if we needed to go a bit faster. At least Zilton is there, and he is a bit more miles on the clock, so we'll do the same. So yeah.
Michael G. Duffy, what does the G stand for?
His nickname,
officially and unofficially.
Officially his middle name is Gerard, but unofficially his nickname is Gums, so you can take that whichever way you like.
We'll see what the situation is, how good it does, and what nickname or what G we choose for. Michael Duffy, thank you very much for joining us, for taking the time. Good luck tomorrow. Clear in 4 faults after round 1. Miami Celtics, team to be reckoned with, force to be reckoned with. Thank you very much. Miami Celtics, one of those 6 teams that sit on a score of 4 faults, clear and 4 in the first round, and they will come out in that group trying to hunt down that group of teams on clean, on double clear after last night. There were 5 teams that jumped double clear. A team that wasn't so lucky was a team that made its debut last night. That was Istanbul Sultans, and it's Gerrit Nieberg who just comes walking along casually and joins us here in Team Talk. Gerrit, nice to meet you. How are you doing?
Oh, quite good today, and also last week was already good, so I'm happy to be here.
Istanbul Sultans, last night, 12 faults, 4 and 8. Talk me through it. How is the team feeling? What are you thinking?
I mean, okay, it was now our first team competition. For sure it could be better, but also could be worse. I think with a bit more luck tomorrow, looks the world again different. So.
Derin was a little bit unlucky. Eh? The first fault, okay. The second fault, the circumstances come together and it's not in his favour.
Exactly. He was close to a clear round, I think. Then there was a little bit this miscommunication, I think, and then the result was looking worse than it was, in my opinion.
We're using this edition of Team Talk to get to know the new riders, new team, obviously with Istanbul Sultans. What should people know about Gerrit Nieberg? Also, the secrets?
Actually, yeah, it's a good question.
Let's start with age. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Oh, you're young.
I'm maybe looking older than I am, but yeah, I'm 28, and it's my first season now for in the Global Champions Tour. And yeah, I'm really happy to be a part of this, and it's a great opportunity and a great chance also to put myself a little bit up. And yeah, but let's see. I'm really looking forward for the season.
What do you think is your strength that you're bringing into this 2022 season, into Istanbul Sultans? What can the Sultans expect from you? What can the fans expect from you?
Definitely, I have two outstanding horses, in my opinion. So I feel really confident with both of them. And we had already last year with some really good results. So, and yeah.
Let's talk it on the family side. Not of your horses, on your family side. You are a family of horsemen and horsewomen all the way through. Talk to me about that. Tell me.
That's true. We are all working together at home. That also makes it quite good in a team together. Everyone has his own part, or yeah.
It's your brother who rides, I think, and your father, of course, is.
Exactly. He's still riding at home a lot. Not so many shows anymore. My brother also. He's a little bit more with the dealing and stuff. But still riding also a lot of shows.
It's a full family business. If you don't know, Gerrit is the son of Lars Nyberg. We won't keep repeating that because we're talking about Gerrit Nyberg, but Lars Nyberg, full pleasure. 2 Olympic medals?
Exactly.
Atlanta and Sydney?
Atlanta and Sydney.
When is your first Olympic medal coming? Paris?
Paris.
Okay, I will keep you on that. Gerrit, how are you looking at the team of Istanbul Sultans? In the podcast where we described all the teams, where we analyzed all the teams, you didn't come out as the strongest team. Let's put it like that. How can Istanbul Sultans surprise us? Are you going to try to peak at one event, or is it more continuous performance? Is it more a growth? Is there already some bonding? Do you get along well?
That's true, but maybe that's also a good thing that no one is really expecting great results from us, because we are a new team, and so we have a good chance that we can improve ourselves, and yeah, we try to do our best. And
you're not feeling real pressure?
No.
He says with a big smile on his face. No.
Should I?
No, well, you know, it's an opportunity, but it is a 17-stage season. You can't win the championship here. I don't think you can lose it here either. So there's lots of possibilities, and of course with the fact 5 teams on clear, 6 teams on 4 faults, then a group on 8, and you're on 12. It's not gone just yet.
That's true, and that's the first show from this season, so that's still everything open.
You're a German rider, you're based in the Münster area. Before we let you go, what is the event that you're really looking forward to? What is marked in your agenda with a big marker?
The Global Champions Tour-wise, I'm really looking forward to the show in Stockholm. I just heard it should be a really nice show. And then
I have to say, they don't sing the German anthem. They only sing the Swedish anthem when Peter Felix. They don't know the German one.
Changed it this year, so.
Gerrit, thank you very much for joining us. I didn't ask you yet, who will we see on the team of Istanbul Sultans tomorrow night?
It's still not sure yet, but I think again Darren and me. Yeah.
Sounds like a good plan. Thank you very much for coming down and talking to us. We'll let you go. You're still in your beaches, you're still riding. There's a big class coming up this evening as well. You're riding that one?
Yes. Both classes.
All right, both classes. Busy man, you. All right, you have to be. Okay, Gerrit, thank you very much. This was Team Talk. We'll let you go. This was Team Talk. Ahead, midday, we're in between the first and the second round of Global Champions League. It is tomorrow, Global Champions League round 2. That is Saturday. If you're only seeing this on Saturday, that means that it's today, obviously. But I hope you got some insights and some ideas, some names to the faces, some faces to the names of Gerrit Nyberg, of Michael Duffy, and of Fernando Martinez Sommer. This was Team Talk. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.